everybody. Zach here with Suburban Response. I wanted to share with you something that I was told to pick up a lot of every time you're going through the grocery aisle, and I have taken that to heart. And not only that, when you get a hold of a good lighter, something that's going to last a long time, what you want to do is wrap it with some duct tape. Why duct tape? And probably not any other tape, is because it's flammable. It's something that you can use as tinder no matter where you are, and doesn't have a quick burn. It's not like paper. It's not going to disappear in just seconds, right? It's something that's going to be waterproof, so it's not going to get soaked. Now, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend trying to light it underwater or in the pouring rain, but if it does get some water on it, it's not going to be ruined. It does just let the water run right off. And so collecting a bunch of these, having these available for wherever you are, it's going to be a really big, good, useful idea. And so I highly recommend getting a hold of these as one easy thing that you can pack with you anytime you just happen to go out to the grocery store. Just the other day, I was at a party where they needed to light some birthday candles. And did I have one of these ready in my car? No. Did I have some flint and steel and was able to start a fire? Yes, I absolutely did, and offered that to the party. But to have something like this, super simple, and just check it out. You take your typical duct tape roll, you spin it around this a few times, and there you go. You have your tinder and your fire all in one place, right? Now, obviously, there's some things to not do with this. You don't want to let it get crushed. And so putting it in a case, putting it in a bag in a specific spot that's not going to be, next to a bunch of rocks or other metal things that are going to crush it and that sort of thing. This is going to be made out of plastic, pretty much whatever version you get of a lighter. And so what I highly recommend is getting something, sticking it in a side pocket, sticking it in a pocket that's away from a lot of other bigger things, somewhere easily accessible in one of those bags. The other aspect of this is, in case you need light, this is the go-to, right? Fire has always been a source of light. People talk about how if presented with a variety of options for weapons, what would the caveman always choose? What would most of our species choose of all the time we've existed? It would be a knife, right? But the one thing that separated us from all other animals wasn't just they were making tools, but that we ended up making fire. It's able to reveal things that we didn't know were there. It's able to defend yourself with in case there's animals and that sort of thing. It's able to keep you warm. It's able to keep you from getting, lost in the dark. You can start a fire, you can have a light, you can be visible, you can get attention from others. When you're in a situation where it's just way too rainy, you do need to find some cover. This is going to work really, really well, but it would be a good idea to get the kind that are clear, have the clear plastic, so you can gauge how well it's been used, how much it's been used. Very frequently, when you just take a look around certain neighborhoods, you might find a lighter laying on the ground. It's a great way to start your fire, and it's a great way to bring light to your party, right? So take a look at this. Think about the options, where you could put them, where you might need them, where you might be away from other lighters that this would be useful. So I'm going to have some around the house. I'm going to have some in each one of my bags, and I'm going to be able to keep one in the car, the other car, and maybe even out in places that are a little bit more hidden, various different places that I frequently visit. There's going to be a variety of ways you can put this to good use. But again, wrapping it in duct tape, the silver kind, not the black Gorilla Tape. I'm not sure that that's going to run nearly as well, but this, duct tape's really inexpensive, something that you wouldn't mind wrapping up around each one of these things. Got 7 right here. It just took me a few minutes to wrap it up. Family's brushing teeth. And that's it, guys. That is the tip that I could share with you today. Definitely have some of these prepared with you. Have them packed away and be ready for anything. Be ready to light, be ready for fire, and you'll be more prepared. Stay tuned for more tips like this from Suburban Response.